California. AV Alta plays host to Union Omaha in a Western showdown under the desert lights. It's early in the USL League One season, but a match that carries a lot of weight for two sides trying to establish momentum. For AV Alta, the storyline starts with what they lost. Their top goal contributors from last season gone, leaving a void in attacking production. This kind of turnover, it impacts goals, chemistry, confidence, the ability to finish chances when they matter most. So without Blancas, Cerritos, Martinez, they've struggled, but they're starting to get it together. And I think we're going to take a look at a stat that is going to be a part of how they make the difference. It's their shots. They're third in the league already in shots created this season. That tells the story. They've been able to generate opportunities. They're getting forward, creating looks, but converting those chances into goals, well, that's been the issue. The final ball, the composure in the box, the clinical edge. If they can start turning volume into efficiency, this is a team that becomes much more dangerous, much more quickly. Player to watch, Jerry. He's been good already this season, and he was fantastic last year. Keep an eye on him. He'll be a key piece expected to help fill that attacking gap all year, but tonight as well. Dynamic on the ball, capable of creating his own shot. They'll need him to be a difference maker tonight. On the other side, Union Omaha coming in with a very different profile. They've already produced 15 goals across all competitions this season. They've been efficient, balanced, and confident in the attacking third, able to hurt you in a lot of different ways, whether it's build-up, quick transitions, you name it. 15 goals scored already this year. That includes their U.S. Open Cup appearances, but just impressive either way. And our player to watch is going to be Samuel Owusu. So good for them. A center back originally from Ghana. He has started and played all the way through their first three matches. They'll lean on him tonight on the road to get it done. Two teams, two very different attacking stories. One searching for its finishing touch, the other finding the back of the net with consistency. Underway from Lancaster with Pro Side Soccer after this.
There wasn't a place where everyone could come together. Families, kids, generations, all under one thing. But out in Lancaster, something truly special was growing under the lights.
In Big Bear, every moment becomes part of your story.
It's where you can find the perfect lake spot for your family. Make your way along the trail for the first of many adventures. Or see a new passion spark in their eyes for the very first time. Where the sky reminds you just how big that story can be. Because Big Bear is where your memories are made. Where they're written. The best memories are made in Big Bear. Start your tradition at bigbear.com.
When it comes to healthcare, you want all aspects of your care to connect and to work in harmony. Introducing Southwest Healthcare, a comprehensive network of care working together to serve you and your loved ones. Palmdale Regional Medical Center is proud to be a part of this new, expanded system. Our goal is to provide high-quality healthcare services that benefit you, your family, and our entire community. Experience health and harmony today with the new Southwest Healthcare.
Toyota of Lancaster's Buy Local and Save sales event is on. Come down today to save big on hundreds of vehicles in stock. Cars, SUVs, trucks, hybrids, and more. We have new vehicles arriving daily. In the market for a used vehicle? Toyota of Lancaster has a massive selection of used and Toyota certified used vehicles to choose from. Drive with confidence in the vehicle you deserve. Bad credit? No problem. Toyota of Lancaster will make your vehicle purchase safe, simple, and fun. Shop online at toyotaoflancaster.com. Toyota of Lancaster. Buy local and save.
AV Alta's brand new 2026 El Clasico kit on sale in stadium and online now. Courtesy of Hummel, the club's official jersey provider. Check out the full line of new AV Alta gear, including the new Poppy collection, by visiting shop.avaltafc.com. Let's take a look at our starting lineups presented by Palmdale, with miles of hiking trails, a thriving art scene, lodging, a rich aerospace industry. Palmdale is the perfect launching point for your high desert adventure. Led by Brian Claben, the 4-3-3, and look at those kids. Des Dunes in the middle, Smith getting the nod between the sticks tonight. We flip to the starting lineup for the Owls, a 5-2-3. Vincenzo Candela, the head coach, leading things from the touchline. Had a great time talking to Coach Candela this week. Jensen between the sticks tonight. Owusu playing in midfield. Up front, keep an eye on Gomez and Tequila. Ready to go between these two sides as they've been waiting for this battle all week long. Talked to coaches about the travel situation, and obviously it can be both an advantage and a disadvantage for AV Alta, but Coach Candela felt pretty positively about it. He wasn't super worried about it. It was more of a, you manage, you deflect, you work through it. Actually got to catch up with him while he was on the bus driving to the airport. They flew into LAX and bussed down from Los Angeles to Lancaster. That's where we welcome you tonight, inside of Lancaster Municipal Stadium. The undefeated AV Alta, 3 straight draws, taking on Union Omaha in USL League One soccer action. The lineups are set. These two sides are ready to go, and this is kickoff as we are underway in California. They're going to reset and kick again. So much for that. Glad you're along with us. Reset that clock. The officials get us set to go, and we're off and running. On the road wearing their black kits, Union Omaha. They've got the lightning green accents. At home, the white with the black accents, AV Alta. Flipped forward and going to be returned to the keeper. Rolled back to the keeper again. And taking their time back inside of their own area, looking to clear this through. Two really interesting philosophies coming together. Both of these sides have seen some bunker and counter, and it feels like we could have quite the wide open free-running match between these two. Union Omaha pushes this to the back line and skies it away from AV Alta. AV Alta has that fast lineup, a lot of athleticism. He goes down, and the call. Right in front of Claben, you could see him not happy with that. They do get the call. AV Alta over the top and gloved. No effort needed for Union Omaha. Rope to the side of the pitch and return to their own 18. Knifes his way through traffic, and the feed almost choppered away. Able to float it to the circle. Alfredo on the back line. Jimmy down the right sideline and sent long for the wing. Still alive as Union Omaha battles it away. Gathered on the end line, knifes around a defender and going to be cleared away. AV Alta regathers. Tried the centering ball. Sent through, and the collision draws a whistle. Anderson not thrilled. Probably the most athletic player on the field. He's improved a lot technically since arriving in the States and joining AV Alta. He is so gifted. His speed is incredible. Quite the physical specimen. And as he continues to learn and grow into the game and his role with AV Alta, he's going to be unbelievable. Union Omaha down to the penalty arc. Sent out front and hammered. It's cleared away by AV Alta. Good job on that back line. rolled all the way to midfield. Owusu. The Ghanaian center back controls this along with the back line. Lawrence, right back from Norfolk, Massachusetts, hands it off. Gadiri. And Aboka Ratan tried to push it forward. He'll get it back inside of the circle. Samuel gives it off. Quick flick. Lawrence delivered in front of the line and sent long into the wing. Union Omaha looking to attack. Dished out front. Roll down toward the penalty arc and taken away by AV Alta. Initially able to get this rolling their way. Union Omaha disrupts again. Driving toward the area, rolled long for the end line, and this has too much sauce as its goal kick. Quick look at your injury report brought to you by Southwest Healthcare. Palmdale Regional Medical Center brings health and harmony. Visit palmdaleregional.com for more information on all of their hospital services. Acuna still out for AV Alta. Almish as well shaken up, not in the lineup, and none reported for Union Omaha. Still in the early stages, and I wouldn't say this is quite as aggressive as maybe anticipated, just from how these two have played so far this year. Really free, fast football out of these two sides, and they're feeling a little more controlled against one another. Still testing it out as the long feed is unable to be kept alive by Union Omaha. Its goal kick. Jensen to do the work on the other end of the field. Smith. Long feed and cleared away. And this rolls all the way through to Jensen. Keeper from Council Bluffs, Iowa. Played with Inter Miami 2, played at Xavier University. AV Alta regathers. Our player to watch for them, Jerry. Quickly rolled over the top of the turf. Alfredo finds a connection. Adam Almish out front. Turning on it and looking inside, and this is knocked away. Union Omaha tries to gather, and we get the call. Jacqueline Metz, the head referee in today's match. Emmanuel Padilla, Salvador Reyes, the ARs. Anthony Almeida, the fourth official. Cutting to the inside. Tequila. Flicked it back behind midfield where he finds Lawrence. Cameron, a floater. Long winding feed down for the penalty arc. Tequila fires this and makes it 1-0 Union Omaha. Leading in California in our 8th minute. The deadlock is broken. Breaking in his season with Union Omaha. A beautiful strike, and nothing Smith could do as he sold out to try and get onto it. Kempes Tequila, the former One Knoxville SC star, getting it done. One Knox's all-time leading scorer with 23 goals. He delivered in big moments. Had a brace in the U.S. Open Cup. He developed in Germany. Scores one early in the season for Union Omaha. Early in the match on the road as well against AV Alta. That's a huge early lead. You go on the road. You're in front of a tough football crowd in Lancaster. You take that 1-0 lead, and it changes the way you approach the rest of this match. Tonight's keys to the match presented by Big Bear Lake, where moments on the pitch and mountain become tradition. Start yours at bigbear.com. You could almost take those keys, crinkle them up, and throw them in the trash after that goal, but Antelope Valley dealing with some veteran presence from Union Omaha, who's building out again, and Omaha trying to contain the athleticism of Antelope Valley. Rolled back to midfield, Union Omaha. In the circle, it's Lawrence. Dish down the sideline and all the way to the circle. Gadiri. Trying to get after him and unable to do so is Colin Anderson as this is sent across. On the touchline, out front of the wing. Lawrence goes inside, comes right back to him. Around Colin Anderson, and this rolls off. Well played. Got a lot of pressure coming from AV Alta, and now they'll throw in on their home turf and take over with possession. Long delivery through as these two collide, and that's enough to draw the whistle. Metz sends that with Union Omaha. Rolling ball through midfield is taken in by AV Alta. To the back line. AV Alta all the way to their own penalty arc. Controlled. Unable to maintain. Union Omaha fighting for this, and Metz sounds the whistle as he grabs at him. Metz makes the call. Alfredo Ortiz doing everything he can to slow down Union Omaha. He was broken through. Brandon Knapp, the midfielder. Another look. You can see he gets around, gets onto the ball, starts to collect and get working with it, and Alfredo grabs him. Trying to argue with Metz, but it's a beautiful, beautiful spot for Union Omaha, who's already leading 1-0. We haven't even played a dozen minutes yet. Tequila on top of the ball. Smith between the sticks. Metz allows the small two-man wall. Jostling for position. Two black jerseys just outside of the 6-yard box. The strike. Tequila sends it long. That comes off of a fan. Hopefully he's all right. That was one thing Brian Claben stressed to me. He's really proud of the fans and the community. They were thrilled to have AV Alta join them in Lancaster. They come out in force, and they know the game. He loves, you can feel in the stadium, these fans know the game of football. They know when to be upset with a referee, right? The home crowd upset with a call against their team. They know when to jeer, when to chant, and just are very well educated and into the game. They're into it. They appreciate the club. And he loves the thought of kids in the community being able to dream of playing for the club and become part of the system. Anderson high-stepping down to the corner. Rolled out front through the wing. AV Alta some space. Long ball over the top to the end line. Flicked out front and cleared away by Union Omaha. Well done defensively. It will be a throw-in for AV Alta. Stops at midfield. AV Alta rolls this all the way back to Kaloyan, who hands it off to Alfredo. Ortiz goes forward, knifes around a defender and left off to the touchline. Now Mish looking for that connection. nearly taken away, and it's tackled right off of his boots by Gadiri. Excellent steal. Des Dune just can't stay on it. Spinning through the 18, cut out from under him. Metz making the call. AV Alta can't believe it. Jacqueline wants a word. Rellerford still down, writhing in pain. Hopefully he's all right. Jacqueline, a quick word. Des Dune and Rellerford ready to go. Cole Jensen looking good early. Smith faced that excellent shot that broke the deadlock back in her 8th minute. Tequila scoring, the all-time leading scorer for One Knox. One of the great goal scorers in League One history. Beautiful, beautiful score to open us up in the nightcap. Long floater for AV Alta taken down. Caesar gives it off, doesn't like the look. Otto. After the handoff, the step around. Tried to work that forward, midfield circle. Just behind the stripe. Des Dune walking his way up the touchline, looking for help and might have it in Almish. He goes around a defender and is tripped up as we get the whistle immediately for Metz. Des Dune rolls this toward midfield. Collected. Mabumu back across to Alfredo and Ortiz. Knifes this through traffic. Playing up after him. It's enough to force AV Alta to reset. Sky down for the 6 and gloved by Jensen. Chick-fil-A, Lancaster, and Palmdale proud to partner with AV Alta FC. Eat more chicken with a new Chick-fil-A season ticket and family pack. A free original chicken sandwiches that's fired wide at every match. Check out all match tickets by visiting avaltafc.com. Whoa! Able to get that and fire off a quick shot. Over a quarter of an hour played, 1-0 Omaha. Trying to work that out of the back, down the sideline. The Belgian floated it through midfield. Over the circle. Lawrence, a little bit of pressure. Anderson kind of trying to patrol the circle. Sent long through down to the 18. Union Omaha works together. Up the touchline, he's got it. Driving through for the end line and a ton of contact. You can't let that go without the yellow. Obvious card. Quickly shown. Rellerford, who was writhing in pain in the other 18. Another look back at the contact. You could see his elbow. And maybe that is a bit of a sales job, but whether it is or not, no way you're getting away with that. Hit with a yellow, his second of the season. Jiba went down immediately. Played with Minnesota United FC, Park City Red Wolves, Zapasco, Washington native. MLS Super Draft pick out of college. Before joining Union Omaha, he's been great. Another excellent piece coming for Union Omaha. Perfect placement from the wing. Long ball into the 6, nodded away initially, trying to regather, and Metz the whistle. Smith is fired up. They can't believe it. The call down inside. AV Alta's all over Jacqueline Metz and appealing to her. She's backing up from the crowd. 5 players on her trying to argue their case. We'll wind it back for you and look again at what happened. So the penalty awarded on that. Look back at it. What an opportunity. He has yet to score this year. It's Pato. Botello Faz fires and finds the back of the net. 2-0 Union Omaha in Lancaster, California. Way out ahead on the road. Botello Faz gets it done on the penalty, and just like that, Union Omaha is leading by a pair of goals in the early stages in Lancaster. Another look at the score. Able to draw Denzel to his right glove side. He sells out, and Botello Faz just buries that. Goes left glove of the keeper. Pato makes it 2-0, and we're back underway after the penalty for Union Omaha. Metz awards the penalty. '21st minute, 2-0. Jensen hasn't seen a lot of pressure today, and that's something we talked about in our open as we went through pregame coverage of this matchup. All the shots created by AV Alta, they've created third most in the league. Just unable to create a lot of chances early on their home turf today. Tequila tees it up now around Desdune. Gadiri. Run down and immediately Metz the whistle. She's got a word, and we'll run back to the penalty awarded inside of the 6. I'm looking for what the call was. Maybe the shove in the center of the 6? No. Yeah, I was trying to get another look at that myself. That results in a second goal. It's 2-0 Union Omaha at Lancaster Municipal Stadium. The undefeated AV Alta trailing at home. Chipped over and wide as it rolls over the sideline. Looking to throw in AV Alta's brand new 2026 El Clasico kit on sale in stadium and online, courtesy of Hummel, the club's official jersey provider. Check out the full line of new AV Alta gear, including the new Poppy collection. Visit shop.avaltafc.com. Rolled forward. Antelope Valley tries to cut it through. Battling for it, somehow keeps possession on the side of the field and stolen away by Union Omaha. AV Alta, the long floater into the area. He's going to hit the brakes and look for some help. Walked into the wing, Desdune steps out front and bends it to the 6, and Union Omaha nods that out. Alfredo gathers, harassed by Tequila. Kempes on top of him. Stolen by Union Omaha, and Rellerford runs him down on the circle. Big hit delivered by Rellerford that'll draw the kick. Miguel Pajaro not serving a suspension this week after a successful appeal of his red card for denial of a goal-scoring opportunity against the Red Wolves on the 28th. Independent review panel made that call. Pajaro available for selection for this match. And obviously they did exactly that. Playing on that back line. Pajaro wears number 4 for AV Alta. Tried to center, Gadiri takes it away. Trailed by Colin Anderson. Able to maintain possession. Rolled through. Union Omaha, long feed, looking for that last connection, and it's taken away from Botello Faz. Volleyed once, twice, Kempes. Back to Tequila. Lawrence skies a pass down the pitch, collected outside of the wing. Able to find help. Down to the sideline. Knitted over the top of the turf to Knapp. AV Alta takes it away. Able to keep possession in a swarm of attackers. Union Omaha does end up getting it back at midfield. Give inside, Tequila tries it deep into the wing. Gathered on the end line by Union Omaha. Centering ball onto the 6-yard box, fired and deflected away. Well done by AV Alta. Able to get back, crowd the 6-yard box. That was a great scoring chance. Generated by just 2 crafty passes, and from there they were free to try and pull all this together. Toyota corner kick coming for Union Omaha. The Boca Raton native airs it out, and a call inside of the area. AV Alta's man bowled over before the delivery. Bilivano, the center back, drew that. Cologne and AV Alta back with the ball. Almost stolen. He's all over him. Aired out by Jerry, taken down by AV Alta at midfield. Down the touchline, long feed through, and that's going to be a little too much of a lead as our AR is sending that the other way on offside. Anderson very close to taking that up. Candela expressed his strong confidence with Union Omaha's depth. You know, they're playing a lot of matches right now. Just won an incredible US Open Cup match, if you didn't know, as Union Omaha knits another pass through vacant space. Owls tried to leave that off and take it away by AV Alta. And that was one thing I asked him during our call this week. Hey, Coach, are you worried about, you know, the wear and tear on your guys? Is it going to be problematic at all? And he said, no. We've got 21 players on the roster available, signed. He trusts this group, managing minutes effectively. They make rotation and workload less of a concern for him. And He praised his guys' professionalism, emphasized their commitment to recovery, prep, and the daily demands of being elite athletes. And Candela talked about how he values the group's work ethic and their approach. He said literally they live this 24/7, and it's all in pursuit of success as a team. Talked about how important that is, right? He says, we want to do something special this year. And to do that, you have to live it 24/7. That's what Union Omaha's roster has done, all 21 of those guys. AV Alta to the back line, Kaloyan. Alfredo harassed, kept away from Knapp. Vaz was all over him, down the sideline. Steps around the defender and he's grabbed at. Immediately called by Metz. Laban talked about on the field how this side has been really resilient. You know, their draw against the Red Wolves, they scored down a man, and notably the group finished the match without any natural central defenders, pushing attackers and midfielders into deeper roles. AV Alta on the attack, out front in the 6, it's loose and knocked through the area all the way out front of the 18. Cleared by Union Omaha through central portion of the field, and the push sends the ball the other way. Really good clearance on a quality chance created by AV Alta. I didn't think he'd get through. That was a great pass. Nice feet out front. And I think the most crucial part of that is just that Boudadi was there and ready to make it happen. Formerly with the Indy 11, Hartford Athletic, Reno 1868. The Belgian knocks it away and starts the clearance. Union Omaha is able to prevent the full scoring chance. And now right in front of Metz, the call. Laban really into competing at the top of the table this season, regardless of how early it is in the season, what the rest of the year is going to look like. And he felt like this would be a challenge. This is a good measuring stick. Obviously, Union Omaha comes out with a couple of quick, nice plays. They've capitalized on some moments. AV Alta through and stolen away on the arc. Great intercept on the back line. That's enough to draw the call. Wooten was on top of it. Another former Indy 11 guy. Chicago Fire as well, and played at Ohio State University. The Englishman draws the call, and we're back underway. 2-0 Union Omaha, scored on a penalty, but Tello Foz got it done. Opened it early with a goal by Tequila, back in the 8th minute. Really nice score by him. At midfield, Union Omaha. Tries airing it out. Couldn't quite nod that through. On the edge of their own back third, gonna sky this across. Alfredo Ortiz. Knife to pass to Desdune. He's got it outside of the area. Cuts to the inside, and it's cleared off intentionally. Well played on the back line by Lawrence. That'll draw a Toyota of Lancaster corner. AV Alta, nobody in front of the 6, as this is going to be dished down the sideline and out front. And Ortiz couldn't collect. Push through. Out front, this is knocked into the air. Tried it from the end line, run down by AV Alta, and that won't stay alive. Couldn't keep it in. Candela talked to me this week about how important the mentality of winning every time out is to Union Omaha. And just the way he put it, you know, the aim is to compete in every competition, approach every match with that intent to win. But the upcoming trip to Colorado in the U.S. Open Cup, it represents just another opportunity to win and demonstrate the standard that Union Omaha has set. He described Tequila rolls that through. AV Alta, Smith very upset, not getting a lot of help on the edge of the area. Union Omaha's allowed to just set up and tee that up. Stolen, Botello flies on the penalty arc, sees it pushed into the air. Trying to take it back down again, and he does. Through into the area, hammered this skies out of the venue up onto the concourse where a fan gloves it. Smith needs some help inside of that area. 2 balls on the field as it's knocked back off. Rolled through onto the edge of the wing. Des Dune and AV Alta have to get this out of there. Absolutely have to clear it as Kaloyan does so. Union Omaha coming off of that big win over Indy. Looking forward to Colorado a little bit, right? Obviously, you're very focused on this, and that's what I was going to say. Coach Candela spoke very highly of Claiborne and this side and has a lot of respect for him and the way he builds his roster, builds out his strategy. Described this as a well-structured team. Really good rotation, and stressed the importance of being prepared for them, their ability to progress into the attacking third. And obviously Union Omaha looking very well prepared in this first half of an hour as they lead 2-0. Almost stunning to see AV Alta contained after the first 3 matches they've played. Down the midfield stripe, dished it forward. Stolen by Union Omaha, and Tequila gets the whistle. Experience the best night in the AV. The 2026 season schedule presented by Morongo Casino Resort and Spa. AV Alta set to host Athletic Club Boise on April 11th. Kickoff at 7:30. Tickets on sale now. Get yours before they're gone at avaltafc.com. Gadiri, the Floridian. Got it right back, midfield circle, doesn't like all the pressure. AV Alta's Anderson tries to poke that away. Des Dune now after him. Union Omaha, Tequila, cuts to the inside, knocks back a shot, and this is rattled off over the end line. Product out of Germany. 2 defenders almost knocked away. My goodness. He almost fit that through. Kaloyan able to get back, and the center back does his job, helping out Smith. It's a lot of pressure. Toyota corner coming as Gadiri will deliver. Sky to the back side of the 6 and sails into row B. USL on CBS Sports Network kicks off on April 18th. An Eastern Conference showdown. Charleston Battery taking on fast start Tampa Bay Rowdies at 3 Eastern. Catch the action on CBS Sports Network on April 18th. Smith. Tried to get it out of there. Union Omaha back to him on the edge of the 18. Floater out front of the 6, banged into the area, and now it's going to Sky back out front. Owls gather again. Union Omaha very dangerous in this first half. AV Alta's got to hunker and get this out of here. Knapp looking for someone to deliver to and let them go to work. Lawrence across the back line, Gadiri. Anderson shadowing Desdune on the other side. Union Omaha tries the sideline. Likes the floater into the 18, nodded over the top, and Denzel makes the save. Good play by Smith. Ortiz looking for the counter. AV Alta's man bumped and rolls. Candela shouting for the call, he gets it. That's a good effort to draw. Union Omaha just gonna play this. Gadiri the give. And the response draws an immediate yellow. Desdune suffers the yellow in the 40th minute. There's your look. Union Omaha from midfield. AV Alta takes it away, center field circle. Ortiz flicks this forward. Floated pass over the top is going to be stolen by Union Omaha. He's moving through, jostled and goes down, no call. AV Alta knifing through into the wing toward the end line, hits the e-brake and delivers this from the sideline. Gomez defensively couldn't disrupt. Desdune suffered the yellow moments ago, his first of the season. Adam gives it off to Jerry. Desdune back to him. Amish. In the wing. Over the top and gloved by Jensen. Too easy for Cole Jensen, the Council Bluffs native, who falls onto that. But Dottie with a nice bit of contention in the wing. Stayed with him, tried to cut him off. AV Alta stolen on the arc. Anderson, a howitzer. This one off. We'll roll it back. Another look. Anderson got it off the steal, and Jensen, nice play defensively. Trying to start again, everybody's arguing. And the yellow shown to the bench of AV Alta. Brian Klaben, the head coach of AV Alta, suffering the yellow. Third yellow of the match already. We see one in the 17th minute against Rellerford. One in the 40th minute against Desdune. It's his first of the year. And now, in our 43rd, Brian Klaben, the mild-mannered head coach of AV Alta, suffers the yellow at home. Tequila can't knife that through. Well played defensively by AV Alta. Owls swarming. Forward Anderson tries to knife this through and cut off by Union Omaha. Popped off the defender and cleared into the stands. Good work again by Union Omaha, just controlling at midfield and doing everything they can to disrupt, discourage, slow down, control the pace of this. They have done a much better job than I think anybody would have projected. Owls. Anderson, the roller, hopped, skeetered, and bounced across the field from the touchline. Left out front, Union Omaha. Sky through Udati wanted the step, didn't like what he saw. Gadiri. Nap down the sideline. Union Omaha returns. Pressure at midfield. AV Alta suffers the call. Metz sends that with Union Omaha. So far, possession about an even split. Tried to knife that through, popped off the boot of Kaloyan. Roller for Colin Anderson, 2-on-1. Anderson hits the brakes, tries to feed it inside, and it's deflected by Union Omaha on the edge of the area. Rolled down the wing. And the call, and AV Alta can't believe it. Three minutes of stoppage time called for by our fourth official. Southwest Healthcare stoppage time. The Southwest Healthcare Palmdale Regional Medical Center brings health and harmony. Visit palmdaleregional.com for more info on all of their hospital services. I mean, nobody wants to need the hospital, but if you did, that's the one to call. Rolling into this added time on our first half. Union Omaha now doing a little bit of time wasting, and why not? You've got a great advantage. Scored a pair in this first half in the 8th minute. Beautiful delivery by Tequila, who begins his career elsewhere in League One after scoring the most in club history for one Knox. Departed in the offseason and joined the Owls. Then a penalty resulted in the veteran Botello Foz getting it done from the spot. AV Alta taking their time building out. Scratch that. Buying a plane ticket over the top and can't find Des Dune as it rolls through. So we'll see the Toyota corner. Hustling down the pitch, AV Alta. Already halfway through this called for added time. Roller out front of the 18, back into the wing. Ortiz has it knocked away and sent long over the top. Union Omaha right there as Denzel Smith skies this beyond the circle. Popped once, twice, Tequila. Couldn't control AV Alta on the run. Fires a blast, it goes wide of the stick. An opportunity, hops, bounces, and rolls through the area. It's off over the end line, and so now less than 60 seconds of added time remain. Select, proud to be the official match ball supplier of USL, from grassroots up to the pros. Select there every step of the way. Visit us.select-sport.com for the latest Select products, specials, and more. Select, it's the player's choice. It's a great ball. Jensen skies this down through midfield. We could go to the locker room at any moment. And indeed, we do go to the locker room right on cue. Metz sounds the whistle, signaling the end of our first half of action. And action there was, my goodness. Couple of yellow cards delivered, 3 against AV Alta. 2 goals scored by Union Omaha, one in the 8th minute, one in the 20th on a penalty. And this thing is free, flying, fast. We've got great halftime coverage coming for you in just a moment. We'll have highlights, stats, a look around the league, and so much more after 45 minutes. 2-0, Union Omaha and the Owls leading AV Alta FC in League One pro side soccer action from Lancaster Municipal Stadium.
When it stays on? When it stays on.
When it stays on?
Yeah. When it stays on.
Insurance companies are not your friend. In fact, their sole job is to make certain you get as little as possible at a time when you need it the most. At the Paris Law Firm, we have a long track record of forcing insurance companies to pay you every penny that you're owed. If you've been hurt in a crash, call us at the Paris Law Firm so we can help you in your time of need.
At Lancaster Municipal Stadium, it's the Pepsi Halftime Show. Thanks for joining us. 2-0 at the break. Union Omaha leading AB Alta FC after 3/4 of an hour. Let's take a look around the league at the latest action, and oh boy do we have action. This one immediately drawing the call. 5-1, the final score. Westchester. Holy cow, somebody turned the gas burner off on the stove. They were on fire. Look at that delivery. Just a teardrop through. And we've seen Talbot make some crazy saves. So to post that line against him, this Corpus Christi, Texas side, that's impressive stuff from Westchester. Congrats on the big victory. FC Naples hosting Greenville Triumph in South Florida. 1-0 the final. Good feed over the top and beautiful dish. Just drew him out of position. He tried to fade to his right glove. Watch the delivery. Whoop! Just perfectly placed right down the middle. Staying in South Florida, let's go over to Sarasota and see what's up. Oh boy, this one was a barn burner. 2-1 the final, 1 Knox taking the win. What a feed over the top. Are you kidding me? That thing's on a rope. Yo-yoed to the back door and finished off by the new signee out of USL Championship. That rolled through the legs. He wasn't done. Finds his teammate Babacar, who finished it off inside of the stick. Oh, baby, what a halftime show. We've got more for you. It's the Pepsi halftime coverage live from Lancaster Municipal Stadium. Here's your stats. 2-0 at the half. We'll be back in just a moment.
Today, we accomplished nothing. I mean it, not a thing. And it was kinda everything.
This spring, stay 3 nights and get a $50 Best Western gift card. Prinks tires in the USL help soccer journeys everywhere to drive harder. From city playgrounds to suburban sidelines, from early mornings to late nights, from fun with friends to winner takes all, from the biggest fan to the biggest heart. And at every turn, Prinks tires will be there for the long haul.
Pain doesn't care who you are or why you hurt, but pain can be mastered if you know the way. Fight back with Tiger Balm's legendary herbal power. Trusted for over 100 years, our proven blend of camphor, menthol, and essential oils tames pain with the strength and speed of the tiger, so that you can rise above pain and get back to living. This is the way of the tiger.
Toyota of Lancaster's Buy Local and Save sales event is on. Come down today to save big on hundreds of vehicles in stock. Cars, SUVs, trucks, hybrids, and more. We have new vehicles arriving daily in the market for a used vehicle. Toyota of Lancaster has a massive selection of used and Toyota certified used vehicles to choose from. Drive with confidence in the vehicle you deserve. Bad credit, no problem. Toyota of Lancaster will make your vehicle purchase safe, simple, and fun. Shop online at toyotaoflancaster.com. Toyota of Lancaster. Buy local and save.
Back with more of our Pepsi halftime coverage. It's 2-0 at the break. Union Omaha, the Owls out ahead of the lead for AV Alta FC inside of Lancaster Municipal Stadium. Let's take a look at what's coming up next in AV Alta's schedule. This is what to expect for fans of AV. They're going to travel to take on Spokane, a 6 p.m. kick. You can catch that, watch it on ESPN+. AC Boise at home, April 11th, 7:30, and Sarasota Paradise on the road, April 18th, 4:30 kick. What's coming up for Union Omaha? Let's take a look at their schedule. Their next three going to host the Flamingos, 2 p.m. on the 11th. You can also watch all of these on ESPN+. Traveling to Virginia to take on the Kickers on the 18th, at 3 o'clock kick, and the Indy 11 on the 25th. 4 o'clock kick. Should be a really good one. Let's take a look at scores from this week. We saw some highlights before the break. 3-2 the Cosmos. They might have something cooking. 5-1 Westchester. Just take it easy, guys. We get it. 1-0 FC Naples with the win at home. Sarasota Paradise dropping one on their home turf to 1 Knox SC. And a deadlock at full-time, the draw between AC Boise and Spokane. Really good one. 2-0 at the break. We'll be back with more Pepsi halftime coverage.
It is halftime in USL League One. We hope you're enjoying your match so far. I'm Dan Lucas inside the USL studio with a look at some of the headlines for this week. 2 more expansion clubs notched their first victories in Week 4. New York Cosmos defeated Fort Wayne FC 2-0, thanks in part to legendary USL player Sebastian Guinzotti, who scored a goal, his first for the Cosmos since 2016. Before that historic franchise's rebirth in League One this year. And Sarasota Paradise topped Portland Hearts of Pine 1-0. That's 4 points in 3 matches for Sarasota, the most among the league's 5 expansion clubs this season. League One stunned the U.S. Open Cup with more cup sets this week, highlighted by Charlotte Independence and Vigo Ortiz's 118th minute goal to sink Charleston Battery from the championship in round 2. Let's take a look at the clubs from League One and the championship that are headed to the 3rd round. And a look at our upcoming national TV schedule. El Clamico returns on Saturday the 25th, this time in the Prinks Tires USL Cup. That's a look at the headlines for this week. Let's get you back to your match for the second half.
Are you wondering who belongs at Antelope Valley College? Let me introduce you to some students.
Dreamers.
Career builders.
Transfer students.
Working parents.
Veterans.
Student athletes.
First-generation students.
In short, you belong at AVC.
We're here for you, so visit avc.edu and apply today.
Life is about making connections, and AVTA is your way to connect with the rest of the Antelope Valley. AVTA connects you to your friends, your family, local services and businesses, healthcare, even where you work. At AVTA, we make your connections possible. Get on board today. AVTA empowers mobility, getting people where they need to be safely, timely, and cost-effectively.
Insurance companies are not your friend. In fact, their sole job is to make certain you get as little as possible at a time when you need it the most. At the Paris Law Firm, we have a long track record of forcing insurance companies to pay you every penny that you're owed. If you've been hurt in a crash, call us at the Paris Law Firm so we can help you in your time of need.
Enroll anytime.
Pepsi halftime coverage about to resume. It's 2-0. AV Alta's home, Lancaster Municipal Stadium. They trail Union Omaha's Owls. They're on the road and cooking with gas. Let's look at the top moments from that first half of action. Brought to you by, who else? It's Pepsi. AV Alta, Union Omaha. The first 3/4 of an hour teed up. Tequila dishing through the shot. Beautiful goal. Just inside of the stick. Smith read it correctly, tried to make the play, and Kempes, who has been so good, the all-time leading scorer for One Knox, gets it done. 17th minute, out front, and the call delivered by our referee, Botello Foz. From the spot, the PK made it 2-0 at the half, Union Omaha leading. We've seen these already. It's the halftime stats presented by Pepsi. Take a look at the shots. This is against the number 3 club in the league right now in producing shots, and AV Alta. Well, before, Union Omaha just racking it up. 4 on target to the 1 of AV Alta. Possession 55% to 45. I mentioned that near the end of the first half. Really close split there, even though it doesn't feel like it. Corners 2 apiece. An offside for both clubs, and 3 yellow cards for AV Alta in that first half. Ryan Clavin suffering one before the break, the head coach. Also saw one assessed in the 40th minute, Des Dune, and before that, Rutherford back in the 17th minute. They've had some time with the whiteboard. Get some markers out, talk strategy. These are 2 really, really good coaches. 2 very good lineups, both capable of making massive adjustments, and both with a lot of grit, right? We've seen it already early in this season. They're going to come out with a different look, tweaked a little bit. Union Omaha knows to expect a different look from this guy right here, Brian Clavin, who's been so good. Clavin has already had a long, successful career, managing clubs, leading them along the sideline. What kind of adjustments will they make? Can they help out Smith a bit in this second half? You and I are going to find out together right now at Lancaster Municipal Stadium. It's League One soccer action live as our second 3/4 of an hour about to get underway. A couple of changes on the pitch. 11 off for 22. And we're underway in our second half of action. Glad you're with us at Lancaster Municipal Stadium. I'm Gabriel Schrey. It's League One soccer. Union Omaha out ahead 2-0. Pickpocketed. Tequila almost delivers a shot. Botello Foz up on top of him. Sub brought to you by WM. Dez off. Seeing Dylan come on, the Michigander. Previously played for Lexington SC. Candela can't believe it. Jacqueline Metz making the call. Dished forward and now to the back line, AV Alta. Ortiz. Now the aerial play through Rutherford. Pressed by Wooten, has to give it off. Dylan up coming after him. Aired out over the top by AV Alta, all the way into the wing. He's got it. Driving for the 18. He goes down and Metz the whistle. Jacqueline's going to put him right outside of the area. Could be the best chance we've seen so far for AV Alta in this match. Udati suffers the call. Behena standing by. He's going to step off. Desdune on top of the ball. Desdune came from Northern Colorado Hailstorm, played with Albion San Diego, Ventura County Fusion, Peachtree City, Kalanji. He's scored a goal already this season. Floater by Desdune over the top, too much as it sails over the end line. Dished away by Jensen. All the way out to midfield. AV Alta proud to partner with US Outdoor Lighting. Complete source for outdoor lighting. Visit usaltg.com to find out more. Down the back line. Through to midfield and tackled off. Metz sounds the whistle. Gadiri, the Floridian. Ortiz tries for some space. Good work at midfield, AV Alta through. A lot of defenders as he is just cut down. Trying to kick quickly, Villalobos. Jacqueline trying to do some policing. There are ways outside, but AV Alta looking to get this off quickly and try to take advantage of where they're at. Jamie Orson up and moving about, the defender from Atlanta, Georgia. Played at Stony Brook and transferred to Yale. 36 career starts. Co-defender of the year honors before that at Stony Brook. Going to be quite the talented guy to play in the Ivy League. Stretching him out, medical staff on working with him. Injury stoppage brought to you by Southwest Healthcare. Southwest Healthcare, Palmdale Regional Medical Center brings health and harmony. Visit palmdaleregional.com for more information on all of their hospital services. Dottie is going to come off in place of Jamie Orson. There's the 23-year-old. This is his first pro side contract, the deal he signed with Union Omaha. Three dozen starts at Yale in the Ivy League. Delivered over the top, nodded into the air as Union Omaha looks to control. And a little bump as Metz sounds the whistle, and Claiborne's right there and can't believe it. Des Dune just comes together with him, and Owusu goes down immediately. The Ghanaian draws the whistle. Soccer season here. SeatGeek is the official ticketing partner of USL. Get all your USL tickets and more from the #1 ticketing site. SeatGeek is your ticket to great seats. Tried to finesse that through. Tequila rolled outside of the area. Banging around at midfield. Union Omaha tries it over the top, and it rolls deep into the wing. AV Alta will control. Owls are asking for a call at midfield. The Detroiter Dylan slow to rise. His teammates appealing to Jacqueline Metz, but nothing. Caesar showing off the footwork. Somehow rifles that down the touchline. Anderson is in a collision there with Jamie Orson. Union Omaha trying to clear it away. Taken up by AV Alta. In front of the penalty arc. Chipping it around. Finessed across down toward the end line. Caesar through to the 18 looking for Des Dune, and the Owls fly this one out to midfield. AV Alta. Villalobos. Bahania the give. Caesar gets it right back and skies this to the other end of the pitch. Ortiz leaves it off. From the sideline, AV Alta building down for the 18 and finessed over the end line. Well played. That'll draw a Toyota corner. Des Dune skies it down to the 6. It is popped into the air, still floating as they're going to try for another volley. Dished and it rolls to the sideline. That's off. Can't watch the match? Turn on Sirius XM FC 157. It's North America's only 24/7 source for engaging soccer talk, including USL All Access on Tuesday nights. And you can hear live matches from USL, MLS Premier League, and more, all on Sirius XM FC 157 and the Sirius XM app. Rolls off in front of Claiborne. Caesar to throw in, left it off rather with Rutherford. Harassed immediately. The Michigander gets this to Patello Faz. Well played by Dylan. Doesn't like all the heat. Chiba. Tried to fight his way through to midfield. Still on top of it and goes down as we do get the whistle of Owusu drawing the call for Union Omaha's Owls. Floater through. Chiba through. Good passing, now down to the 18. Is he onside? The whistle as this is rolled through the 6. Really close. Might have been less close if we run it back. We've got changes coming as well. Ortiz is coming on for Rellerford. And we're also seeing Antwi come on, the striker, in place of Villalobos. Good one, Antwi, winger out of the University of San Diego, originally from Aquagana. Appeared in 13 matches as a sophomore for San Diego. 2 goals and assist. Scored against UC Irvine. He was a standout as a youth at Del Norte High and SDSC Surf. Recorded 20 goals, 10 assists at the youth level. Christian Ortiz, the right back out of Loyola Marymount. Also played with the Barcelona residency. Native of Yuma, Arizona, as the collision is enough to draw a call from Mets. Possession still getting closer to being even, 51%. The Owls, 49, AV Alta. Tried to fit that through, it rolls off over the end line. eFootball's here. You can live out your dream and rep your team. Play as your favorite USL club. eFootball, free to play. Download it right now. I do have eFootball on my phone. And if you didn't know, USL has an app as well. Tried to finesse that through. It goes down the sideline. Out front, AV Alta. Down into the wing from the corner of the 18, sidesteps, bangs it off a defender. That's going to sky out to midfield. Kaloyan trying to regather for AV Alta. He'll volley over the top. It's not enough. Dished across to the sideline. Antwi wanted to deliver long. Instead, it's Ortiz. Christian, the give. Back line, maybe in some trouble. Bajado gets it right back. Second half is flying by, and AV Alta has to find a way to respond to a pair of goals scored early in our first half. 8th minute, then the penalty in the 17th drew a goal. He rode him back towards the 18. AV Alta kicks quickly through. Anderson leaves it off down the side of the pitch. Knifing his way towards the 18, rolled out front to Caesar. He's got it through a trio of defenders. Dribble, dribble, dribble down to the end line. Tries the centering ball, and it's gloved by Jensen. Well played. He walked that right down the block. Almost pulls it all together. Jensen and Union Omaha start us again. A lot of heat from AV Alta. They've got a bit of digging to do if they want to come back into this. They've played to 3 straight draws. Happy to take the 3 points and obviously undefeated. Pitched long down to the area and covered by Smith. Goes down just behind the circle. Toyota of Lancaster, proud founding partners of AV Alta, driving the Antelope Valley forward. Find out more by visiting toyotaoflancaster.com. 1 hour gone, 2-0, Union Omaha. Rolled through. AV Alta dished across into the wing. Sidesteps the defender and rolls that wide of the stick. Good opportunity for Antwi. Another look back at how Antwi knifed his way through. That's a great, great look. But Cole Jensen was ready to make the save anyhow, even if that was inside of the stick. Jensen's right there on his glove side. Slid through. Somehow finesses it. Caesar wanted Anderson and stolen by Union Omaha. Floater for midfield. Popped over the top. Helmeted to Christian. Ortiz through that center field stripe. Antwi. Bajado in the back line for AV Alta. Alfredo hit the brakes and turned. Mabumu, long roller over the top of the turf through vacant space. Antwi wants to knife his way upfield, gets it right back. From the circle, Ortiz left it off. AV Alta driving toward the area. It's deflected away, pushed off to the front. This is from the arc, back through, fired over the top and banged up into the bleachers by Jensen. Great pass, great opportunity. Caesar, Antwi right over the top, and Jensen, he had good eyes for the ball right from the get. Stays with it, squared up, makes the save. Glove save is too easy. This is the Toyota corner. Set piece for AV Alta. Skied long, a bit too much on it as it's knotted away. This will roll off. Regathered by AV Alta. Tried it from distance. Jensen stopped it. The header is going to be poked out of there by Cole Jensen. What a play by Cole Jensen. Oh my goodness. He made the save. That is wild. Crashing through Miguel Pajaro. The defender almost knotted it in, and Jensen cleans it up again. Desdune out front. Tried to find the feet inside, banged off of him. AV Alta. Caesar. Pitch and catch over the top of vacant turf. Ortiz has it knocked away. Union Omaha on the move. Patello Faz into the area, broken up. Antelope Valley. Kaloyan has to regather on the back. Through midfield. AV Alta skies this over the top. Collected in the wing. Antwi dribbling his way into the area. Sent out front, deflected away and cleared by Union Omaha. Pushed back down toward the area. Desdune kept it alive, somehow through Christian Ortiz. Centered up, fired, and this goes wide. Couldn't put it on the sticks. Jensen, no work to do this time. He's had a nice outing for Union Omaha on the road. Man, I was genuinely thinking when I talked to Coach Candela, I'm like, you're on the bus taking this call. This has to be a tiring trip for your guys. You've won a U.S. Open Cup match against an opponent in a higher tier this week. It's got to be on your mind a little bit like, oh, we're going to play Colorado, right? That's going to be crazy. You've had all these matches in this short span of time. Now we have to fly into LAX and take a bus to battle a tough opponent on the road. They're unfazed, though. I mean, it's just no pressure at all. Osvaldo Ley is warming up, looking like he's ready to come onto the pitch down in front of the fourth official. Bill Hart and Cabral standing by as well. through midfield. Metz lets him play. Pushed forward, and Anderson picked off. Well played defensively by the Owls. Tried to finesse that forward. Center field stripe. AV Alta on top of it. Caesar, look out. All gas, no brakes. The move across. Christian Ortiz out front, run down the call. Desdune draws it this time. What an opportunity for AV Alta. Oh, baby. Can somebody get Scott Van Pelt on the phone? That was disgusting. We're going to have to mop the field where he pulled out that spin move. Kaloyan coming off. I don't think that's number 5. Osvaldo Lay replacing him. Osvaldo's a really nice piece. San Miguelito Herrera FC, he's from Panama. He's 21 years old and entering the U.S. pro side landscape. Made his pro side debut just a few short years ago. They're going to make the Owls wait to get those changes in. And obviously a lot of politics for Mets to deal with here. Jacqueline trying to shuffle everybody around. No one looks very happy with where they're at. Now they are making the changes. Originally it looked like they were not going to let them. Tequila is coming off for Adrian. Bill Hart, a really nice piece. Richmond Kickers, Detroit City, South Georgia. 28 years old. League One champion and the 2022 Comeback Player of the Year. Cabral comes on for Lawrence Wooten from England. Gabriel Cabral, South Georgia, Charleston Battery, Flamengo Academy. He's originally from Brazil. He's got that championship pedigree in USL League One, former all-league team selection. Key piece for the title run in 2022 for South Georgia. 3 standing on the ball. You can see Caesar along with Ortiz. Caesar steps off. Lofted through and battered away from the stick. Cole Jensen keeps it going. Good bend, right close to the stick. Jensen comes up with a shove, letting him know. Mabumu was in there. He didn't like that. It's a Toyota corner. Desdune again delivering the bend. Jerry floats it short. Jensen punches it out of there. Ortiz collects and rolls to Desdune. Sky down for the 6. Union Omaha nods it away. Rattled around, Owls on it over the penalty arc. Again, keeping the sheet clean. Jensen, that back line doing work in California. Unreal. Botello Faz. Dished over the turf twice. Union Omaha. Orson connected, went back to Owusu. Stolen by AV Alta. Tried to push that back. And AV Alta will control. Skied long. One man through, and Antwi has it stolen away right in front of him. Experience the best night in the AV. AV Alta matches the perfect place to make lifelong memories with your friends, family. Your group of 10 or more can enjoy discounted tickets, on-field experiences, private hospitality, and much more. AVAltaFC.com to learn more and plan your memorable night. Thrown in, AV Alta back to Desdune. Jerry tries to go out front. Knocked away initially. Christian Ortiz can't regather. Lay down to the penalty arc. Anderson's run down. Still loose, still moving. Union Omaha clears it away. Regathered and taken back by AV Alta. Fighting to stay on it. Pajado is grabbed at. And Christian Ortiz to the backside of the center field circle. AV Alta down the touchline. Dribbling his way toward the wing, double teamed, staying on it, harassed and unable to fight the ball through. Throw in now for AV Alta. Antelope Valley from midfield. Just beyond the wing. Antwi pushes it through to the penalty arc and it's cleared. Union Omaha skies this one over the top. Tried to center it. A lot of shoving, grabbing, pulling. And Jiba delivers to the back line. Orson trying to fire it through, and at midfield it's kept alive by the Owls. Good look on the dish, and an even better look on disrupting Godwin. Trying to keep going, Pajado. Quick word from Metz. Candela and Claben both on their feet. AV Alta's got that through. Somehow played to the corner of the 18. He's cut off and can't get to it in time as Cole Jensen will do the honors. I'll take us out of here. Thrown in by Antelope Valley. And return to the keeper, Smith. He's had a really nice start to the league year. Looked very efficient in goal, playing super well night in and night out. AV Alta, a lot of harassment, going to return again inside of their own area in the face of that attack. Midfield, couldn't get it through. Union Omaha, some heat. Christian Ortiz. Controlled efficiently. Antwi around Gadiri. Once that final third, AV Alta skied through and no one there to collect. This little roll off in the corner. USL Championship, League One on CBS Sports and ESPN platforms all season long. Catch live matches, expert analysis every day on the CBS Sports Golazo Network and ESPN Plus. Go to USLChampionship.com or USLLeague1.com for complete USL TV listings. Sent inside by Union Omaha. Just over a quarter of an hour left to play between these two sides. AV Alta is undefeated this season. They played to 3 straight draws, trailing 2-0 at home with a quarter of an hour to go. This is a match that had the hallmarks of something that was going to be high scoring. I anticipated more scoring than this, to be quite frank with you. Just based on how they played so far this season. We've seen more of it in the second half and some close chances. AV Alta on the run. Rolled to Desdun, who hits the brakes in front of the 18 and goes down, and Metz sounds the whistle. Owls are right there, Knapp in front of him, Gadiri on top of him. Desdun wants to go quickly. Cabral standing by. He'll mark Desdun, not even 10 yards back from the box. Possession is rolled away from Union Omaha in the second half At the break, they had a 5% advantage. Now it's a 4% advantage for AV Alta. They've continued to win more duels. Overall, in the air. Metz sounds the whistle. AV Alta airs it out over the top and can't find that one. Goal kick for Jensen and Union Omaha. Down through, trying to battle his way into the wing. Somehow taken up by Union Omaha into the area and coming back down on the AV Alta. Mabumu pushed it to the sideline. Pitched and caught a few times before it skied to midfield. And another break. We've got a player slow to rise, showing cramp. Calling for medical staff. Bill Hart's doing his best to stretch him out. Injury stoppage brought to you by Southwest Healthcare. Southwest Healthcare Palmdale Regional Medical Center brings health and harmony. Visit palmdaleregional.com for more information on all of their hospital services. Otto having words with Metz. Looks like Cameron Lawrence is ready to go for his Owls. And getting the change. He's going to come out of the match and be replaced by Diego, the center forward, the native to Omaha, Nebraska. Got to see him play against AC Boise, and my goodness, this man came in, dashed home a brace. He was electric. Finesse to midfield, Christian Ortiz. Aired out long, down for the 18, Anderson. Wins the foot race and can't gather, and it's cleared away initially. Antwi hauls it in the wing. Fighting for it, Diego on top of him, nearly trapped in the corner, back to Christian. Looking for that last pass, Osvaldo. Diego cuts him off, and now sent off intentionally to Brian Clavin. Osvaldo. Couldn't do it. Hitting the brakes, and this is taken up by AV Alta. Long feed rolled through vacant space over the top of the turf, skied down into the 18 and nodded clear. First man to it is an Owl. Look at that dribble. Just a nice galloping delivery. Dylan, the Detroiter, walked it down the side of the field, and AV Alta will have to work defensively. Union Omaha is looking to keep this score line and walk out of here. Owls can taste it. Pushed at midfield, Antelope Valley back across. Ortiz. Went down the touchline, and it's too much. AV Alta, as Valdo Lay regathers. Walked it back, didn't like what he saw. Bajado and AV Alta trying the other side. Floated long over the top. Gathered in the 18, and Union Omaha will clear. Couple of great passes through the center field stripe. He keeps it going. Diego on the way down into the area. Hits the brakes at the end line as he's defended and going to go all the way to the corner. Double teamed, rolled to the front of the wing, somehow finessed through traffic. How did he do it? The strike finds its way through. A beaut. 3-0 Union Omaha in Lancaster Municipal Stadium. Adrian Billhart, his first of the season. What an absolute gorgeous score. Billhart swims upstream through a sea of defenders, screams into the area, and a blistering shot to the backside goes. 3-0, Union Omaha leading in Lancaster Municipal Stadium. Oh, baby, they are red hot. 15 goals scored through all competitions. Look at that, Sally. Take it easy, take it easy. Now make it 18 after tonight as they're leading 3-0 on the road. My goodness. That goal brought to you by Snow Orthodontics. Score your best smile, do it with Snow. Antwi and AV Alta. Trying to respond to that gorgeous play by Billhart. Abada standing by. Javier Mariona also standing by for AV Alta. Court is in session. The verdict is in. And here are those changes. Adam coming off for Mariona. Hey, that's a mistake. It is. He's not in. It's Colin coming off. Mariona will replace him. Abada coming in. Abada played with Minnesota United, Club Leon, Seattle Sounders, San Diego Loyal. He's native to Lancaster. Inaugural signing for AV Alta. Union Omaha on the back, leading 3-0, just happy to clear this away. Javier Mariona, also a really nice career. Central Valley Fuego, Oakland Roots, San Jose Earthquakes. He's from Los Altos, California. 20-year-old Philippines international signing. Developed at the MVLA Soccer Club and San Jose Earthquakes Academy. AV Alta dish through on top of the area. Fired that, it bangs off the post and is skied out of there. It's gonna roll all the way off. Thrown in quickly, Antelope Valley. Good feed through to the midfield circle. Aired out down to the wing. Couldn't gather initially. Antwi dribbling and rolled to the corner of the 18, just beyond it. Flipped to the end line. Desdoon tried something fancy and just mispossessed the ball. Good looking scoring chance for AV Alta. Cut through. Oh, goodness. He had Jensen fooled. That thing was 6 inches away from getting that 0 out of there. And Jensen, a sigh of relief as he's trying to keep a clean sheet alive on the road. Skied through. AV Alta, nice feed to midfield. One-two connections, looking for the third on a long ball into the 18. And he's going to go down. Mets with a signal. They're going to give him the Toyota corner. Quickly set, Desdoon. Jerry airs it out down into the 6. It's going to be knocked away initially. Christian Ortiz in there disruptively. Flicked into the wing from the sideline. Antwi. Roper over the top of the spot. Tried to knot it for some more action. And instead, this is headed with Union Omaha. Looks fun. They're having a blast. I don't think they even know what the score is. What is that, like a bubble thing? That's sick. That looks like a blast. I want to do that. Can we get that for the TV crew? Can we do that after the game? Find out. 88th minute coming to a close in our closing moments of regulation. Gotta think we'll see some stoppage time just because of the amount of like start and stop delays in the second half. Not sure what quantity to expect. Keep you posted on that as Cole Jensen will put us back underway. It would be a massive lift. I mean, it would be miraculous for AV Alta to score a trio, obviously. They've had a nice performance. Possession stats looking good. Dual success rate leaning the way of the Owls, but otherwise, feels like a good match for both sides. Obviously, Owls are going to go home, though, with the 3 points. Very happy to knock off one of the few remaining undefeated clubs in North American soccer. What a play through. Owls down deep into the wing. Knifes his way around the defender and rolled out front. Diego cuts to the inside out front of the penalty arc. He'll leave it off. Down to the touchline. Driving through to the wing. Floater over the top looking for the nod in the 6-yard box. It's going to clatter through and roll all the way to the corner. Owls. Diego touches it back over to him. Nap to midfield. Sent forward. That goes off. These two will see 6 minutes of stoppage time. Southwest Healthcare stoppage time. Southwest Healthcare Palmdale Regional Medical Center brings health and harmony. Visit palmdaleregional.com for more information on all of their hospital services. 6 minutes is a long time, but again, just an incredible order for AV Alta to try and score at all, let alone hang a trio up. It's just mathematically unlikely. You'd love to score one to keep from being shut out and keep some momentum going Good look through to Christian Ortiz, almost able to gather from the end line. Now he'll bend it inside, out front of the spot on the penalty arc. Left off across. Osvaldo fires and it rattles through over the end line. That's going to be a quick opportunity on the corner. Toyota corner coming in the 91st minute. Christian Ortiz, Antwi back to him. Desdune knocked over the top, tried to center it up, and well played by Botello Faz. He scored on that penalty way back in our first half in the 20th minute. Cole Jensen goal kick. Midfield. Somehow still moving forward for AV Alta. Long dish controlled on the edge of the 18. Circled back and stolen from the boots of Desdune. Brandon Knapp with a crafty play defensively. That kills our first 2 of 6 minutes of stoppage time. Desdune knifes around the defender and the would-be intercept. Caesar from the touchline. Back to him. In front of Claiborne. Center field circle. Long aerial play, knotted onto the spot, rolled through Cole Jensen, and he runs it all the way down in stoppage time. Union Omaha's not happy. The score goes for AV Alta. Christian Ortiz follows that home. A look back at how he got it done. Ortiz is right there. And it rolls over the top of Cole Jensen, who comes out to make the play. Able to get a glove on it. Needed some help, needed some luck. Miguel is the one who pushed it over the top of Jensen. And Ortiz just does a nice job. It's the classic follow at home. That's what he does to score in stoppage time. His first of the season for AV Alta. Union Omaha opened the season with a 1-0 loss. They've won 2 in a row entering tonight. This is going to make their win streak 3 straight, give them 9 points. USL League One play. How about those Brinks Tires performance standings? They're going to be looking good after this match in California. Barring 2 quick goals, Ortiz is down there again. Tried to float it inside, and this is going to be stopped by our AR. After tonight, we mentioned it at the half, but they're going to host Forward Madison's Flamingos on the 11th. Then they'll travel to Virginia to take on the Kickers on the 18th. On the 25th, Indy 11. Following that, a pair of matches at home on May 2nd and 9th. Greenville Triumph, Portland Hearts of Pine, respectively. Three draws in a row, undefeated to open the season. Looking like they're going to pick up their first loss in a couple of moments. AV Alta now will hit the road and take on Spokane. Just 3 days from now, that's on the 7th. Then they'll host Athletic Club Boise on the 11th. On the 18th, headed to South Florida, Sarasota Paradise. Following that at New Mexico United, and then hosting Forward Madison on the 9th. Claiborne and Candela showing off some of the best of what they've got strategically. Some really good physical pieces out on the turf tonight as we played 5 of our 6 minutes of stoppage time between Union Omaha and AV Alta. What a thrilling match they put together. Obviously not going to be happy with the result if you're this AV Alta side, but a blast to watch. These guys shuffling around, rolled to center field. Mabumu gave it off, good feet across. Antwi found it up from Pajado. Out to the penalty arc, nearly stolen. Des Dune fighting for it. 3 defenders there. Knifed away from him, and Diego showing off the footwork for a moment. Antwi rolls it through and covered by Cole Jensen in the waning moments. Well done by Cole Jensen. What a showing by the Owls of Union Omaha in California. They're back in business. They've been fantastic through the first stages of this season. Smith. Maybe time for a final rush. AV Alta across. Lay. Antwi skies this downfield. Into the 18 for the end line and stopped. What a performance put together by these two clubs at Lancaster Municipal Stadium. Cole Jensen comes out for this. Wouldn't be surprised for Mets to blow full time immediately after the kick. Cole trying to burn up as much time as he can. Centered, and Diego tries to control for Union Omaha. Owls after it. Alfredo. Look at the wheels. Antwi takes it up from Christian Ortiz. Naps after him. Left off. Floater for the wing. AV Alta down for the 18. End line feed. Looking to the front of the 6, and it's banged off up into row F. Mets checks the watch on goal kick. We played 7 minutes, 40 seconds. Signaled for 6 of stoppage time. Jensen puts that over the top, and that takes us to full time between Union Omaha's Owls and Antelope Valley. Union Omaha, a massive win in California for Candela and company. Fantastic showing from the opening moments. They controlled, they played well. It just felt like everything went right for them. And even though some of the stats didn't lean the way of the Owls, when you look back at this mathematically, man, on the field, the way this felt from start to finish was an Owls night in Lancaster Municipal Stadium in California. AV Alta starts the season 3 in a row, undefeated, 3 draws. Nothing to worry about. They've just got to continue to clean it up. They've got a lot of really talented pieces and no pressure. We're going to select our player of the match, watch highlights and more when we return with our wrap. It's League One soccer action. 3-1 your final. Union Omaha the win at Lancaster Municipal Stadium. The final score presented by Paris Law Firm, the nation's best for personal injury attorneys, proud founding partner of AV Alta FC. Find out more at paris.com. 3-1 your final. Let's see our Morongo Casino man of the match. It's going to be Christian Ortiz, the hometown man who scored, looking good, got a goal back for AV Alta on their home turf. That's why he's our Morongo Casino Resort and Spa man of the match. And it's time to take a look at tonight's full-time highlights presented by Chick-fil-A, Lancaster, and Palmdale. Eat more chicken. Taking it back, walking it through. Look at that feed, and the Owls found their way through. Tequila scored on that shot. Beautiful delivery, and Smith doing everything he could, went glove side, went the right way, attempted to get on top of that. Just too much force. That's why he's been such a good striker. This is what drew the penalty. Rolling through. Patello Faz got that done. In the 20th minute, he finished. Beautiful. Tonight's save of the game brought to you by Edwards Federal Credit Union. Another look at your AV Alta FC fan card today. Your club, your card. Find out more at edwardsfcu.org. It's a great save. Bruce Smith loved it. He was ready. Just electric. We take you forward to the 62nd minute. Because there weren't enough highlights. Cole Jensen, are you kidding me? Is that the save of the week? That might be the save of the week. That is a crazy, crazy double play. Kaloyan couldn't believe it. 81st minute. Look at that. Man, what a run. Beautiful delivery. Hit us with a celly. Bellhart got it done with a mic drop. 90th minute. Almost done at full time. Play of the match brought to you by Pepsi. Ortiz for the home team, picking up the final highlight. What a play by Christian Ortiz to finish that off and get a goal back for AV Alta. Full-time stats, 3-1 your final. Union Omaha's Owls with the win. 17 shots to 13, so AV Alta does get the shots going. They get the shots on target going. Still just not quite able to finish. That's something they're going to clean up as the year goes on. Corners 8-2, offsides 4-1, yellow cards 3-1. Tonight's final match stats presented by Chick-fil-A, Lancaster, and Palmdale. Eat more chicken. You can see the kids having fun in the soap back there. We're going to go jump in the soap and have some fun as well. For AV Alta, for Union Omaha, for our entire crew, we appreciate you being with us. An absolute blast tonight. I'm Gabriel Schreier saying so long from Lancaster Municipal Stadium. 3-1 your final score. The Owls of Union Omaha take the win.
This copyrighted telecast of the United Soccer League cannot be retransmitted, rebroadcast, or reproduced without the express written consent of the United Soccer League.